Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing, 13,100 and climbing. If you haven't had your camarada smash that subscribe button, go ahead and have them smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the following patrons: Nova, Miguel, Jon Wick, G, Michigan Wolverines, the homie Marius, Linda, Let Our Actions Lead Others to Christ, Jack, GiGi, the homie Fio, DAUSHERRERO, Claudia, Chevelle, Big Bad 48, AI Vega, and Abuelitas Journey. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, make sure you do so at that link below. You do not want to be missing out. This episode right here, man, this episode is quite upsetting, right? Damn, Hector, we ain't never heard you say anything about quite upsetting. What's this one going to be about? Well, if you gathered from the title, indecent exposure, right? The same stuff that happens out on the streets when you got a homie wearing a trench coat, right? He opens it up, he shakes his little thing at people he's not supposed to be shaking it to, right? And then covers up and runs off, right? Like a straight weirdo, straight creep, right? A parasite. Damn, I didn't even, that word just came out, parasite, okay? This is going to be from my viewpoint as a supervisor, as a sergeant, and as a lieutenant at Donovan State Prison, right? Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility, or JD. I didn't experience this as an officer, so here it goes. Here we go. Let me tell you something. The majority of these IEXs, right? They're called IEX, indecent exposures, happen, well, from my experience, males, inmates to the female staff members, right? Man, maybe back in the day, I don't know. I didn't work back in the day. But maybe if you had a case of inmate exposing himself, you know, literally masturbating on purpose. Listen to what I'm telling you guys here. Waiting until count come when everybody knows when count time is. When the staff member is doing her rounds, right? Inmate is sitting on his bunk, stroking his you-know-what, right? That is an IEX, right? That is a masturbation with exposure. There's masturbation without exposure, right? There's different levels to this. Anyhow, shouldn't be doing it. Maybe back in the day, I don't know, I wasn't there. Maybe the officers pulled him out of his cell and had a nice little talk with him, if you know what I mean. Went back to his cell, rubbing his cheekbone, like, damn, I ain't never gonna do that again, right? Maybe. I wasn't there, but it kind of makes sense. Like, okay, you want to do this, you get that. I don't know. Oh, Hector, that's uncalled for. Yeah, that is uncalled for. Shouldn't be doing that. Should not be playing with yourself on purpose in front of female staff, period, point blank. I'm out now. I can say that. Maybe this is why I haven't spoke on it, because I had to be suppressed about my feelings about this. How I really feel about this. This is horrible. It's not cool. I don't like it. So, there is procedures to this, man. That is a reportable incident, right? That is a DA referral, meaning that the dude can get sent out to like another charge put on him. But they do not be caring. They do not be caring because you look at their history, and their history, they have 50, 100, 75 of these, right? It's like, man, this guy is a chronic masturbator, right? A predator, a pervert, a creep, right? It's not cool at all, at all. So how does it happen? Yeah, like that, man. You'll have a female officer doing her count, right? Goes in there, looks in the cell, man, sees what they see. Like I said, I never seen tip from that standpoint, nor do I want to. Call up the sergeant, call up the lieutenant. This is what I got. It varies, man. Sometimes you'll have sergeants and lieutenants that get upset with the reporting of the said because, and I'm keeping it real with you guys, because it's a reportable incident. It's a big deal. There's a whole email chain that has to go out to like doctors, psychologists. I haven't even gotten there yet. Administrators, right? Managers, like, hey, this person was playing with his penis again in front of another staff member. Like, And they always be the same ones, right? And they always be acting up. And it's not cool at all. It can be a classroom, right? Where they're learning about Jesus Christ himself. Or a church, a school, a mental health program. Where you got a group of inmates sitting in a circle. No, it's not a circle jerk. Relax. You got a group of inmates sitting in a circle. You got a free staff female member, like sitting in the middle, like she just came from her pad with a book to spread the good word. They're about to spread the good word all over her. God damn. Oh, excuse my language. So, you'll see these perverts because we have AVSS, audio video surveillance system. They'll put the book on their lap, right? And you see the book, just start doing this number. It's freaking disgusting. It's gross, right? Shouldn't be happening. The bad part about that is it's an incident. The proper thing, if you pay attention, people, you get masturbated on. That came out wrong. But anyhow, hit your alarm. Hit your alarm because that is a reportable incident. They should not be doing that. That's damn near sexual assault. If you ask me, it is sexual assault, right? Hit your alarm so the cops can come running, put that individual in handcuffs, right? Put the creep in handcuffs and get them sent to ad seg. You will be going to the hole for that. You will be going to administrative segregation for that. Like I said, it's a big deal. The problem with that, as a lieutenant, I'll be sitting at my desk, right? And like 5 days later, somebody will come and like drop a memorandum, a letter, a note saying, hey, on this day, 5 days ago, I was giving my class and Johnny pulled out his you-know-what and it made me feel very uncomfortable and I told him to put it away and I told him to go back to his cell. And I'm like, oh no, lady, why would you do that, right? Because think about it, man. That dude got away with what he got away with for that period of time. Right now, I got to go backtrack. I got to go look at the video. I got to see who was working on that day because I ain't about to go do that incident for whoever was working there, right? Especially if they've been working, milking workman's comp for the whole 2 years on Charlie Yard. I just got to throw it in when I got to throw it in, man. Why bid? Why bid for Charlie Yard second watch if you're going to go out on workman's comp? That's all I'm saying. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't add up. It ain't adding up here. I don't miss an opportunity. I don't miss an opportunity. I pat myself on the back because I'm all about like self-confidence, right? And self-esteem. So, anyhow, man, where was I at? Oh, these people, right? They be dropping letters off. Hey, 2 days ago when I was reading the Bible, this homie was reading the Bible right back at me, but not using his hands. Well, using his hands, but oh my God, man. And it's like, no, right? I already told you, this isn't back in the day when we could snatch a little homie up and take him outside and have a good talking with him. Don't you be doing that, right? If you have a good talking with people after doing that, I'm sure they won't be doing it. That's just, we're gone. Gone are those days, right? So now you have a chronic masturbating problem throughout the state of California. This ain't something that they don't be reporting. You ain't going to find this on CDCR News, right? It's the truth. It is the God to honest truth. Like that video if you think it's the truth. It's the truth, right? So, a funny story one time. AdSeg, Donovan, right? I have a homie. He's a lieutenant. He's funny. He's wild. He's crazy. And we always go back and forth with each other, right? I just got him good recently. It was a good one. So, I used to kick it with them, right? Because I liked, my style was go around, drink coffee, and leave me alone. And when it cracks off, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna help you out, right? We're gonna do this. So, AdSeg, I'm kicking it with them in the lieutenant's office, man. Small little office, and this psychologist female comes in, right? And look at the cells, right? 270 design. It is a housing unit. You got one section, which is A section, B section in the front, and C section. So the cells are numbered, and every housing unit is going to be the same. So you start at 101, you go all the way to 150, 201, all the way to 250, right? Upper tier, lower tier. This doctor comes in, she's like, hey, I was doing my rounds, and inmate so-and-so was, what was he? Was standing on his toilet and masturbating to me. My homie lost his damn mind. He's like, What? Where were you at, lady? This fool was crazy. She was up in 203. Cell 203 up in the corner, right? She alleged that she looked all the way down to B section, like cell 123, right? She was in front of 203, looks across the day room. I don't know how many yards that is. 50 yards? I don't know. I'm not good at distances, right? Or depth perception. It is far. The window is not that big, right? It is like this big. It's probably dark in the cell, right? Like you can't, there's no way. There's no way. So she's like, what the hell, lady? Do you have bino eyes? I damn near like, I kept my straight face, right? But I was dying inside because I'm like, this lady's going to file on this dude. Like, this lady's going to file some type of harassment, retaliation. Like, do you have binocular eyes? Do you have eagle eyes? What the hell were you doing looking in there? You should just be minding your own business. He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong because listen to what I just told you. This lady was in 203, allegedly looks down across the day room. Lady, mind your own business. Focus on your... That's how you get in trouble at prison, right? On the blue or green side. You be looking at places you ain't supposed to be looking at, right? If it doesn't concern you, keep it moving, right? Holy fuck, I said it. This is good. For all you new kids, if it does... On both sides, I don't give a fuck, right? I'm out now. If it doesn't concern you, keep it moving. Keep it moving, right? You be giving your 2 cents about shit that doesn't involve you. Either way. Either which way, right? And to you managers, straighten up. You guys have gotten out of control. I'm tired of it, right? Listen up. So, she's like offended. I'm like covering my name tag like, damn, homie, you're going to be doing all this wild shit doing when I'm not here. The fuck? He goes off on me like, no, I'm tired of these people, right? So, which brings me to the next topic. She alleged that that dude was, and then it became a whole fiasco. Literally. Once the inmate got served another lockup order, right? He's getting issued another lockup order for being an ADSEG. He got issued a rules violation report on RVR, a 115. He got a write-up for that. Once they served him the write-up, he lost his goddamn mind. He lost his mind. He boarded up. He went crazy. And now it's another problem, right? It's a whole nother problem. Real quick before I fast forward to what I was going to say is, you got a lot of suicidal inmates. Listen to my quotation marks. If you guys are listening on a podcast, I'm throwing quotation marks for suicidal inmates. They be scamming the system. They be playing the game. They be manipulating. They be using up resources. This is the truth. I can say that, right? I've had friends that have committed suicide from the previous military, civilian life, law enforcement life, right? These inmates be playing the game at Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility. It's the truth. It's the absolute truth. I know I got people cheering. Well, part of the protocol for having suicidal ideations, right, on Suicide Watch, is you get a nurse, whatever those titles are, right, LVN, a psych tech. You get one of those nurses sitting at your door observing you 24 hours. Make sure you actually don't kill yourself like you were alleging that you were gonna do. They're stripped naked. They get a Barney suit. It's those like, it's like a padded gown is what it is. Thick padded gown. While these inmates at Donovan, they will start acting up, going crazy. Not even going crazy, because I know crazy, right? Crazy is sometimes cool. They act up, acting a fool is what they be acting. Because they have a male sitter. They have a person that's a male, right, sitting at the door observing them. They want a female. I want a female sitter, right? So that they can masturbate to them. This is disgusting. This is horrible. This is a practice that needs to stop. Sometimes, I don't know, I can't remember if they would actually switch them out. They probably did, right? Because then you would have an IEX incident right afterwards. Switch it out, they get what they want. Of course they get what they want, right? Donovan. And next thing you know, the guy is beating his meat to the female, like, psych tech. She gets upset. She has to go home now, right? I'm a lieutenant. I'm like, man, this is a fucking disaster. I can't wait to resign and blow the whistle, right? Since blowing the whistle through the regular means didn't work, right? Filing with OIG, OIA, Department of Fair Employment Housing, EEO, none of that worked. This has to work, right? It has to. They come after me, that is clear retaliation, right? But they should be looking at the bigger problem. Like, holy crap, there is a big problem against our management. Absolutely, 100%. I'll tell you everybody who it is, right? I'll point. Fuck it. Why not? Anyhow, now, that's that mess. Is there times where female officers use their authority, abuse their authority, and will slap an IEX on an inmate? Yes, I'm not willing to put that past them, and I'm keeping it real. Because you look at totality of circumstances. You look at the inmate that's being alleged of doing it. Dude didn't have any priors. Might have been about it, like an OG or like a gangster. Might have been the disrespectful type, and that's probably what got him that, which is still not cool because you shouldn't be slapping those on people. You shouldn't be slapping those on people that are not actually doing it. That's a big deal, right? And then through conversations of hearing like female staff, like, oh yeah, I got that fool was running his mouth to me. I showed him, right? I'm not saying it did or didn't happen. I'm just saying I'm not ruling that out. That is a high probability for sure, 100%, right? So that's not cool either. It's not cool that they're doing it, and it's not cool that if you're not doing it to be alleged of doing it. That's it. Wow. 16 minutes talking about masturbation in the California Department of Corrections. And that was just the inmates doing it. What do you mean? What do you mean, Hector? Don't leave us hanging. Hanging which way? To the left or to the right? Well, this message is, don't do it. Don't victimize people, let alone women, elders, holy man. Children, don't do it. Protect. This is the message for today, man, because we're losing as a society. We at all costs need to protect females, the elder, and children. Keep pushing forward.